Today we're making sock poi. They're fun, they're safe for all ages. And I'll show you all the design considerations, what not to use. That's not going to hurt you as you practice and build up your techniques. Interested? Here we go. I've seen a lot of videos on how to make poi. This isn't new. Most people just jump over certain things because I think they're very familiar with it, or they assume the people that are going to make it already are familiar with poi. And even the professionals use sock poi to practice with. You can buy a sock poi. It will cost you probably anywhere upwards of $20+ for a pair. Sock poi are made of a couple elements. A sock and some sort of weight. Things that you don't want to use is things that you don't want to get hit in the head with in regular life. Golf balls, hockey pucks, baseballs, wooden balls, lacrosse balls, spiky balls, and even heavily weighted stress balls that you squeeze. I made these in another build. These are about 4 or 5 ounces. So let's get rid of all those. People will say, hey, use juggling balls. I juggle. The problem with these is these also cost a lot of money. Sometimes $4 or $5. Sometimes you're lucky and you can get them for a couple dollars in the holidays. Juggling balls weigh anywhere from a couple ounces to about 4 or 5 ounces. So I'm thinking that's about what you want in a sock poi. Using things that you already have that you're using to juggle. Why? Let's come up with some better answers on that are cheaper, and you can still have your juggling balls for doing juggling with, as opposed to cannibalizing them for sock poi. So let's put those to the side. Other options you have is wiffle balls. These are little foam balls. And then you have tennis balls. Let's go to the next part of the design. Okay, sock length. This one happens to be about 14 inches long. This is like a sock liner for hiking. I've got these other socks that are a little more creative. This one's got sharks. This one's got stripes. This one's got sailboats. So when you swing them around, they're going to be multicolor as opposed to some sort of boring plain color. At least that's what I'm thinking. I got these for $7. Wiffle balls are cheap. Tennis balls, you can usually get 3 for a couple bucks, and you can get old worn ones. You can pick them up off the tennis court somewhere. These are foam balls. These are like hacky sack balls that I got for free. This is a cush ball that I have that's double wrapped in balloons, 12-inch balloons. And I'm thinking this might be a good one. It uses rice. You can get a 2-pound bag for around $1, maybe $2. So you can really make this build inexpensive. And then these are just wraps for long hair, tie off the socks. So let's measure these. You can get these at almost any store. There goes my wiffle ball. They're fun. They're colorful. This one comes in at, if you don't stretch it, 19. So a little longer. Gives you a little more play. Again, the sailboats. And then the stripe one I think is really going to kind of have a nice little spin to it. And get a sense of how much each one of these things weigh. Okay, so wiffle ball, pretty light. Comes in at around 0.6 ounces, less than an ounce. These little hacky sack balls, 1.25, 1.4. A little bit of variation there. Tennis balls, 2 ounces. These little foam balls, 0.75. And then the rice stress balls, 2.8. What's that all mean? We're gonna try swinging these around. I'm actually gonna test them on my head. So here's my strategy for the build. I have 6 socks, 8 if I really need them. I'm going to make one of each of these things and then figure out which I want to make pairs of and then do some long-term testing. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I'm really kind of thinking I'm going to do a couple of these. So I'll show you how to make these rice balls. They're not only good stress balls, but now they can be used for poi. Ideally, you want the sock poi to be the same weight. That way, when you throw them around, I think they'll be just a little more easier to control. And this is weighing in about 2.8. How much is 2 balloons? About the easiest way to fill a balloon that I found is you take some sort of container, a short one, a funnel, you recalibrate this arrangement, you take some rice and you pour it in until you get to 2.5 ounces. Oh man! Went a little crazy on that. So then, you put the funnel back in the bag. Put it back on there. 2.4 ounces. 2.55. Put the balloons on there. 2.8. Now I know that I'm going to cut the balloons ends off. So I'm going to put just a tad bit more rice in there to compensate. That should be enough. Take the balloons off, take the funnel off, take a balloon, put it around the end, try to get it in the center, turn it over. Oh boy. Blow the balloon up a little bit. Then the bottle, that gives you room for the rice. Turn it over, shake the rice in, pinch the neck of the balloon, roll it off. Now you want to leave a little bit of air in there so that you got a cushion going. And then lock that off. Take a pair of scissors and trim off the end. 2.8. I'm liking that. Now, the fun part. You take another balloon and you're going to wrap it over the first balloon. All right, let's try taking this neck off. That's being a little complicated. Sharp scissors certainly help. So we go. Stretch it out. Yeah, that's a lot easier now. And then you just go where the end where you tied the balloon and you just push that in. You really don't need to double wrap it, but what I've found is that will prevent it from breaking. Nice knot. You could leave that on there or you can just cut it off. So let's weigh this again. 2.8. Perfect. In fact, I'm going to leave this stress ball here and I'm going to make another one of these. 2 evenly weighted things. Now, let's do some testing and see which ones we prefer. Now I'm going to try the different combinations and see how it goes. So the first thing I'm going to do is the rice balloon ball, I'll call it. Put it in the bottom. Pull the sock all the way out. The wiffle ball, very light. So the tests I'm going to do are the following. Whether I like how it feels, the weight of it, easy to toss around, and is it going to hurt me when it hits me in the head, which will happen. You will get hit in the head. Sock poi is my first step in the poi process. I'd love to get up to flames. There's these LED pois. There's a lot of interesting techniques. I believe the whole concept of poi came from New Zealand. The New Zealanders. Hopefully that's the case. If not, I'll post down below exactly some links on the history of poi. So I got 5 things going on here. This is just the foam ball. All right, here's the head test. Okay. I don't feel too bad about getting hit in the head with that. It moves around nicely. Okay, I'm liking that. This is the tennis ball. A little heavier. It's hit me in the head. Okay, if you've ever been hit in the head with a tennis ball, ow, yeah. Hit you in the eye? Dangerous, dangerous. I think you could open this up and take the pressure out. But boy, get hit in the eye, that's going to hurt. So let's put that over here for now. Here's the wiffle ball. It's almost too light. It works. But let's head test. All right. It's actually harder than the tennis ball. So definitely putting it over there. This is the rice balloon ball. Okay. This is really a nice combination of both. See, I got hit in the head. Let's hit me in the face. I don't want to hit me. All right. Soft, and right now it's actually better than the foam ball. And here's the little hacky sack. A little lighter. Okay. Let's hit in the head. Not as happy. This, it's like the rice disperses. And the rice balloon ball, you could make it heavier and lighter. The hacky sack is 1.5 ounces. I like that. But then you have to buy a hacky sack. So I think I've decided. The winner is this guy. I mean, nobody likes to get hit in the eye. And so maybe you want to wear some safety glasses when you start out. I don't have any here. I was just looking over there to see if I did. Yeah, I could take that. The hacky sack I like. It's a little lighter. Wiffle ball. Sorry, buddy. You don't make the cut. Tennis ball. I wanted this to work. I really did. But tennis balls cost money. Rice costs money. Balloons cost money. But it's pretty minimal. So I'm going to have to get rid of the tennis ball. This ball. And it's got almost the stiffness of a tennis ball. So I think I'm going to ditch that one too. So I'm down to the hacky sack and the rice balloon ball. I think I'm going to make one with the hacky sack since I have another one. And the only reason why I'm using the hacky sack and not making a lighter version of the balloon ball is because I already have it. And I'm not using it for hacky sack. Some people use women's knee stockings with the stripes. Some people call them the witch's stripes, the Halloween stripes. Alternating colors, usually like blue and red or green. And then I'm going to do the shark. Yeah, it kind of moves around nicely too. Makes a nice ball. And then I think I might just make a slightly lighter version of somewhere in between, because this is 2.8 ounces, 1.5. Maybe I'll go right around 2 ounces on the rice balloon ball and see which one I like the best. It's all about experimentation. To refresh, 2.5 ounce poi, 1.5 ounce poi, difference of an ounce. Somewhere in the middle is the 2. So let's try this. Alright, not bad. You know, I gave myself a headache hitting myself in the eye with a tennis ball. Do not make these things out of tennis balls. Alright, I can hit that all day long. Ow, man, you know what? The hacky sacks start hurting now. I don't know. Yeah. After the cush of the rice balloons, 2.5. Yeah. So now I'm not liking the hacky sacks much anymore. All right, let's just try the different weights. Hacky sack. Okay, I'm going to arbitrarily, yeah, I know. You think I'm cheating. I'm going to see which one I prefer with my eyes closed. I am not a professional poi person. I'm doing this because poise hand-eye coordination. I can't feel much difference between these two. But I am a martial artist and a juggler. So I have a little more advantage than starting from 0. Alright. Liken to 2 ounces. I'm a little nervous now about the hardness of hacky sack. Closing my eyes because I don't know which one I got in my hand. Now this is really different. And then, you know, here I am going to extend it out. And I'm looking at it from a collision perspective. I know, it's stupid, isn't it? Maybe it's not. I take chances so you don't have to. See which one I prefer? Mix them up real good. Eyes are closed. I'm happy with either one of these. I'm thinking this is the 2 ounce and this is the 2.5 or 2.8. What's with the balloons? Ah, lucky me. All right, so there you go. Now, to finish them off, I'll put a link down below. There's a gent that does this. He put a knot in here as something to hold on to. Some people go from the palm to the elbow. Some people go from the shoulder all the way to the length of the arm. If I put a knot in here, I kind of lose a bit of that length. If I put the knot out, it's about right for me. So if you don't want to do that, you can use some of these elastics that people use for long hair. I don't have that problem. Well, that one broke. It's a look thing. So 2 loops on that. Finish all these off. It's pretty easy. I am thinking about tying it off so that I can put it on my finger like this. Because if you notice on some of the sock poi, there actually is a cut down here, and I've actually thought about doing that too. But then I'm worried about this frame. So you'd have to finish it off. That would take a lot of work. Or not a lot of work, but it'd be some work. So I think I'm going to just maybe put one here. But for right now, I think I'm just going to tie it off. And use that for a while. And see what I think. Put it right here. I mean, because some poi only have a knob anyway. They don't have the hooks. I'll try to put it to the end as long as I can because I want to make sure I get that distance. We'll see how that works. Also, these are predominantly polyester. You can see how much they stretch. If you got cotton, it would probably stretch a lot less. So I'll finish these off and get right back to you. Here's the finished product. You can actually put those hair bands, hair elastics right around where the heel is to kind of make it look less like a sock, I guess. Although these are called sock poi, so you're not really fooling anybody. This one is hard to see the heel. And I'm going to leave these long like this without the knot in here. And here I've actually done the knot. I'm really excited about this. It's a low-cost way. It's kind of like juggling. I know if I say juggling, some poi purists are going to probably get on my case. But it's kind of rhythmic, like martial arts, like juggling. And it's a lot of fun, and it's relatively cheap to make. Thumbs up and comments always appreciated. Thanks for watching, and yes, I know I lost this one over there. Stay tuned for more builds and probably some more poi videos coming soon.